Hello Libra, this is Julie with Into Heartspace, and I am here with your September 2016 reading. We have a very powerful month, um, two eclipses the month of September. So we are going to be eclipsing out something. So a lot of you probably already know what it is and already know what it is that you need to let go of. And this will be the energy that will just give that extra added push to let go and start anew. Also, Jupiter is going into your sign of Libra, woo, for the next year. So this is expansion of my Libras. So what is it that you want to push forth into this world, whether it be through relationships, with work, with family? What things do you want to expand? What do you want to expand? And this will be the year to get it going. This is your luck. This is totally going and pushing everything to a new level, setting new boundaries for yourself. So very powerful, Libra and Jupiter. There's always a shadow side, but it could also be that you expand. So if you don't want to physically expand and gain some weight, then just be aware that could be one of the things that expands, which is not necessarily a bad thing, I don't think. Especially with winter coming up, you want to make sure that you're nice and healthy. So Libra, what are the energies for September 2016? What energies are surrounding Libra? I call in the highest of light, the highest of energy. What does Libra need to know? Also, this is the Illuminated Tarot deck by Carol Herzer that I am using. There is a link below so you can go check it out yourself. All right, Libras, what do you need to know for September 2016? Yep. Okay. So, we have 8 of Wands, 8 of Discs, 10 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 10 of Discs, holy moly, 5 of Swords, 3 of Wands, the Universe, also known as the World, Queen of Wands, 3 of Discs. I think the 3 of Discs has been in almost every reading I've done in the past couple days. So it's a very universal energy. And below it all is the 9 of Discs. So this is the foundation. Okay. So move this up. So you are really bringing in a whole lot of new things. There's a lot of choices for you. And it's wand energy, so that's like fire energy. So it's quick, it's powerful. It could be within work. It could be within getting yourself out into the world, performing in some regards. But you have a lot of different choices that you have been working on. You've been keeping your options open. And they're all starting to become a possibility. Just make sure that you actually know what each of these options entail. Make sure that you've done your work, that you've studied, that you have looked into everything that you're interested in, and make sure you actually understand it. So this is 8 of Discs is the Apprentice card. So it feels like there might be some choices that you are interested in, but you don't have all the facts and all the details yet. You're still learning, and that's fine. Just give yourself the time to actually look into it and know what it is, what it's all about. I feel like this has to do more with work or your spiritual journey, um, not necessarily love, but but if it does have to do with love, then I feel like you've been kind of playing the field a little bit, and you have a lot of different choices, and now it's time for you to figure out which ones actually make sense in your world. Um, in the recent past, we have the Ten of Swords, and I mean this is kind of a gruesome card, but the meaning behind it is really beautiful. I mean, this is the end of a cycle. Ten of Swords is you're done. You're done with this. I mean, you have 10 swords already in your back. And so now it's just time to let that go. Let that cycle be done. Don't stay pinned to the ground. You are not helpless. You are not weak. You can get up. You can start anew. And I think that is why you are learning. This is to let this go. Because I feel some Libras are holding on to this pain and this suffering. And so it's time to let it go, especially when you have the foundation of the Nine of Discs. Like, there's some really beautiful fruition that wants to happen, some gorgeous things that are brewing just right outside your door, but you, I feel like, are a little stuck here. The weight is still on your shoulders. And so that's why you might be actually studying, and why you have been keeping your options open, is because you're afraid that this could happen again. In the future, I mean, like, here we have the Seven of Cups, and this is um, dreaming really big, um, having kind of having visions that aren't set in reality, having ideas that possibly could be a little too lofty. Um, this can also be abusing a vice. So it could be, daydreaming to the extent that you aren't staying grounded in your world, or it could be drinking a little too much, partying a little too much, anything, doing anything excessively. But it also is that you could just be thinking about things in such a way that it's just too outside, too, just way too far in dreamland, and doesn't have enough substance. So it, like, everything just keeps coming back to The Apprentice for in this reading for me. It's like you're getting a little overwhelmed with these huge visions you have, and to get yourself back, go back to studying, go back to learning, go back to getting more information. And I feel like you're kind of warring with yourself, actually, because you know that there is this beauty, this Venusian. I mean, Libra, you're ruled by Venus. You are beauty. Um, so, and you have that elegance and that grace, but you are focused on this darkness, this despair, this agony that has been eating away at you for a long time. And so the pendulum has now swung to the other side of, like, oh, but I could get a Lamborghini. Oh, let's go and travel the world right now and leave everything behind. But you have responsibilities that you need to take care of before you do any of that. And so it's saying, like, come back. We need you back here in this realm. And so that those two situations, I feel like you are warring at within yourself, of despair and this lofty dream world that you've created. And you're portraying to the world that everything is fine, everything is going well, and I think it is for a lot of Libra people. Ten of Discs is, being content, being happy with how things are working out for you, and this is, how you're portraying yourself to the outer world. And I think it definitely has grains of truth, but in the deepest, darkest part of you, you're not 100% sold on this. Like, you're saying, oh, everything is great, everything is really going well, and as you say that, your stomach is turning and you're feeling a little sick because you haven't made the decision, you don't know everything yet of what you feel and where you are. But you definitely have some gorgeous choices abounding, and you've been making these choices. Like, these are not like totally new and coming out of the blue. Like, this, you have been cultivating different choices, because I really truly feel like for a lot of Libra people, these choices are a safety net because you're afraid to commit to any of them. And there's a lot of really good choices. So once again, learn. What you choose, when you decide, whatever you decide is going to have a future. Okay? Know that your decision is a good choice. There is more to it than you know. And the universe is in your shape of the universe here is your environment. So the world is surrounding you. Your choices are there. It's everything abounds. Everywhere you look is just this beauty and joy, and it resonates with your soul. But I think it can be overwhelming to you, and it can be just too much, and that's why we have the Seven of Cups here. Is all of these great choices might be driving you to drink, driving you to work out a little too much, or driving you to eat 4 pieces of cake instead of 1, right? Because you just feel so flippin' overwhelmed. And it could be a good overwhelmed with a lot of awesome choices, or it could be overwhelmed with having to even just make a choice. But the world is here to say, once again, your choices are good. So the Queen of Wands, I feel like, is a person coming in. Queen of Wands, Wands is a fire sign, so they exhibit energies of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could also, I honestly don't feel like it's necessarily you. For a small percentage, this could be you. Rising up and making the decisions that are very strong and quick. You're going to make it quick. For some Libras, you're finding your inner fire, your inner flame, your inner passion, and the decision will be made quickly. You'll just know it. You'll know it, and that's that. Done and done, right? But I also feel like this could be somebody coming in who exhibits that energy, who exhibits that, okay, here we are, let's go. Let's figure this out, done and done. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. That's exactly what it is. And since this is an eclipse season, I feel like this person could help you eclipse this out. I feel like they're coming in to help you get past this. But they also could be feeding all of these unlikely visions. They could be selling you on something that doesn't exist. So be careful, Libras, find that balance. So yeah, I feel that way when it comes to relationships with friends, with family. And it could also be with work, that a coworker could be helping you get past something, but then in the meantime also trying to stir something up that isn't necessarily healthy for you. So be thankful for this, and then keep your boundaries, find your boundaries. So the Three of Discs is your outcome. And this card, I mean, it's just calling on everyone to step up and give back. You know, Three of Discs is acknowledging your strengths, acknowledging where you are in community, and showing people who you are, you know, and letting them be a part of your world in a healthy, making sure, Libras, you have your boundaries. Yeah, so this is, I mean, and you actually benefiting and them benefiting. Like, this is equal benefit for whatever it is you're sharing. And it could be linked here, you know, that this pain and suffering has taught you some really valuable things about yourself, and that now you're ready to, and it's taught you a lot of valuable things about yourself. And so now you get to go forth and share this wealth of information. Okay, let me see if I've missed anything. I'm really, Libra, I just want you to look at your choices and not sit on the fence. Make a decision. Absolutely. And make a decision that leads you to community, that leads you to giving back, and leads you to the world. Okay. You are not alone, Libra. Mother Moon, what other energies do we need to give to Libra for September 2016? What added energies? And before I pick a card, also, since Jupiter is coming into your sign, I think this is kind of a cleansing in a way. You have a year, right? But before you expand things, you need to cleanse, you need to let go, you need to get through these lofty ideas, get through this kind of mind haze, this dreamy world that you have created, so that you can pull the really beautiful things back into reality and let go of the things that are not serving you. And so you can expand the beauty and let go of the things that are not real. So, all right. Mother Moon. I'm calling on Mother Moon for my Libras. September 2016. This one. Oshun, harmony. Oh, look at beautiful Oshun. She's come to talk to you. All right, so Oshun is a beautiful Orisha, goddess gold of love and beauty. So this fits so perfectly into this reading of finding your beauty, finding your inner balance, letting go of this pain and suffering that is no longer there, that you are literally just carrying for the sake of it because it's become habit, really. So let that go. Go into the dream world, dream for a moment, but make sure you come back down into this realm. Stop warring with yourself. Find harmony. Find the peace. Find peace. Yes, we all make mistakes. Yes, there are fights that need to be fought. But at the end of the day, through the fighting, why we fight is to find peace. Here we are with the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Discs. You don't always have to put up the facade that everything is okay. find your harmony, find your inner peace, and you won't have to just pretend. This will be manifested. And you know, for some Libras, this is already starting to manifest, this content space, this harmony. And keep it up, especially when you have the 9 of discs. You have Venus on your side. Growth and beauty. Okay, Libra, if you would like to continue this reading, go to my website and send me a message, and we can set up a time to do a reading either via Skype, or I can videotape a reading and email it to you. I also have a face page called Heartspace. Go ahead and go over there and like the page, and I just have tarot little tidbits and astrological musings and just anything that I feel might inspire you guys, and you can always message me that way as well. All right, have a wonderful September, Libras, and love and blessings.